Welcome back to episode 6 of the series. Today we're starting off in our little bedroom up here at the top of the castle. Today's main goal will be to give you a tour of the town. I also did something cool that I added signs to all of the buildings, both with place names and with the type of place it is. Another thing is that I have not collected the loot from any of the chests, so that will be the first thing we'll be doing as well. I placed all my loot from previous missions over here, and I'll guess we'll simply get going. So walking down here, it's quite a nice exit to the walkway up here on the castle. You can see it's quite a small castle, but it's still is very, how to describe it, it's very well built. I enjoy this kind of compact and cozy design. I really enjoy that. Walking up here, you can see some more views of the town that we will be walking through. I will go ahead and start the tour outside of the town on the western side, because if you look at the map from here, here's the entire city, and over here is the little farming cottage that I first found. So the castle is what centers the city. We'll be entering it from the west, passing by communal dining to the west here, and heading through the whole entire city and up on the hills here. So the first building, as I mentioned, is the communal dining, the outset table. And it's quite a nice little building with some tables and a butcher standing on top of the counters, I suppose. Let's check the first chest of our little journey. And upstairs, there's not much of anything, to be honest. There's just an open space. I'm thinking here's a place for some communal activities like dancing or whatever, but I'm not really sure. This has a possibility of decorating inside, but I don't think I'll be spending that amount of time. Interesting thing though, this is the building with the most amount of chests. Because here's a little bit of everything. And to some of you, it might look very weird that I'd be stealing all of the villagers' food and such. But it's kind of a Minecraft thing, just to pick up everything that you find and make it your own. Something that I will be doing for the villagers, though, is that I will be securing the village from zombie attacks and such. Because at the moment, the current state of the village, it's a lot of underground caves and such poking through, and you're gonna be seeing some of them when I walk through the city. And it would be great for me to simply be able to close those caves off so that no zombies can come up here and ruin the villagers' lives. And there's a lot of small houses like this scattered around the town as well. This one I named Lavender's Townhouse because of the purple bed inside. But no loot in there. Over here is another small one, which I named after the sapling which is inside. And it is called Oakley's Home. Nothing much of here either, more than red bed and some leaf litter inside, which looks quite neat actually. Over here is the greenhouse. Or, well, it's not a greenhouse, but it's a house which is green. And I named it Greenwood's Home. In here there are 2 beds, but no chests either. A slightly bigger house though is Redcroft's Townhouse. In here there's even a fancy red carpet. And upstairs I think there was some loot for me to grab. Yes, I think so. Some more bread, apples and potatoes to plant later. But nothing special really. I am excited to show you some of the more fancier chests, like the blacksmiths and such. Walking past the castle, it's actually this special building to show you now. I named it a workshop, Moss Clay's workshop, because in here I found clay laying in the chest over here, and I don't think I'll be interested in picking this up now, so this can simply stay in here. There was also an upstairs. I'm not sure if I looked at this before. Let's see. Yeah, nothing of interest. Just another one of these carpet beds. It's becoming nighttime, so let's take a look in the blacksmith, Iron Hand's blacksmith, and see if they have a bed that I can borrow. Oh, look at this. I'm simply gonna yoink them out of the bed and steal their bed. Probably looks really mean to you guys, but that's kind of how it works. Because if I don't sleep, the zombies are gonna spawn, and then these people are actually gonna be in trouble. So in that regard, they don't mind much. They don't really have much thinking of their own, at least according to my evaluation. In this chest, there's some copper, which we can grab. An iron pickaxe, that would be useful. I guess a stone could be useful to bring with me as well. But these things I will keep here for now. It's funny how they use the scaffolding block for kind of table. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to represent. I really love the design of the furnace though. It looks really lovely. That's smart. It even looks like the smoke is going all the way up through the chimney. Walking around the castle here, which I have named Ashenford's Castle. And I really like the red banners over here. That's nice, a nice touch. Another gate. I really wished it was possible to like open the gate somehow to be able to enter and exit with a horse. That would be really lovely. Because for now, I have been needing to place my horses here in Ashenford's stables, which is quite lovely. Especially because I found a second horse after I found the first one yesterday. And the reason I grabbed this one too is because it has a higher jump height and a higher speed. Walking out here, there's the Fletcher's archery range. Hello, Wolf. Are you looking curious? Here, yes, I remember that there was a lot of arrows. Definitely something I want to be grabbing. Looks like my inventory is almost getting full. To be honest, I shouldn't have left those bundles upstairs. I should have simply brought them with me to be able to offload all of these small loot, which takes a lot of storage if you don't put them into bundles. Let's walk through here once more. And it's quite lovely how you pass through a dining hall as well. So if I get hungry sometime, I always got this for me to eat. And this way, up here is the bedroom. In this other blacksmith, there should also be some loot for me. This one I called Graveford's blacksmith because it's next to the cemetery. So walking in here, it looks exactly the same. And in here, yes, here was some diamonds which I found, which is quite exciting. Also more iron, and this is called cobbled black slate, which is something which exists lower down in the world. And I really love this block because it looks beautiful when you build with it. For example, these floors are made out of that type of material. So walking to the next place is this cemetery. And I will be quite interested in looking what's down there. So here's Stonegrave Cemetery and Stonegrave Crypt. And down here I actually have not walked yet. So I will be quite afraid to walk down here actually, and I will take the chance right away. I have my torches with me and I'll see if there's anything hidden here. No, it seems quite bland, to be honest. Just two logs representing coffins and a soul lantern. That's a nice touch. But yeah, I was definitely expecting some loot to be hiding down here. And here's the third, Stoneover's Forge, the third blacksmith. And let's see, I don't think I remember what is down here. Yeah, some more copper things, more coal, and more stone. Nothing much of interest. Over here then, we have Oak Ridge's home, which I also got inspired by the sapling inside. Nothing special there. And here's another fun one. I have called this Hearth Wings Townhouse because of the kind of having wings on the side for the roof. But again, in here, nothing much special. Though I really love the plotted flowering Acelae. I don't really know how to pronounce that flower. It looks nice. Then walking further up, there's a greenhouse, an actual greenhouse, and an orchid's townhouse. I thought that was an appropriate name for the purple bed again. Walking further up, you can get a look at I'm in grass leaves greenhouse. Wolf, do you want to go in there? Ah, maybe you're interested in the steak I'm holding. Yes, that is for sure it. Sadly, I really need a steak for myself, so you won't get any. And here's just a nice botany, and oh, there's actually a beehive with honey inside, but there are no bees around, it seems like, unfortunately. But it would be cool if you can get some bees in here. They will actually live in here and be able to make new honey. And walking even further up here, there's a really good spot to look over the city and more dangerous caves that I want to block off later to save the villagers from the zombies. Here is High Hollow's townhouse. Nothing unique, but except for the view, of course. Because this is quite lovely to be able to look over the town and see the castle from above. Even look into the distance. There's another town over there that I have not visited yet. And see the blacksmiths and such. Also, I do really love the red leaves of these trees which are around. That will be fun to continue exploring. Walking down again, there is some more houses. Another house with green outside, which is called Grassleaf's townhouse. I'm thinking these are connected in my mind. The thing which is slightly unique is how you get to the other buildings from here. Because you essentially skirt around the edge here and look above the buildings again. And here are two more buildings that actually took me a while to figure out how to be able to get to. These I named Red Ledges Communal Dining, because here's another building with a lot of tables inside. And let's see here. Yeah, some more food. And upstairs there should be double chests as well waiting for me. Yes, there are. Let's see here. Some more honey and other goodies. Looks like I can't pick anything more up though, so I should place some things in the bundles here to be able to carry more stuff. Let's see, another valuables there. Nice. These big things though, they don't fit in the bundles. It's only stackable things which do. And that concludes my tour of the town, I think. It was fun to be creative with the naming of the buildings and houses and such.